Regicide, I wanted to talk about the shirt that I'm wearing. This is a shirt worn by the soccer team, New York City Football Club, NYCFC. It's your Lolly's favorite soccer team. We are founding members, or she's a founding member, and we've been to all sorts of games of theirs. We've seen them play all over the place, and we are going to be going to see a match later today. And these are their colors. They have light blue and dark blue and orange. So they have light blue, dark blue, and orange. Those are their colors. And soccer, great fun sport. Played it when I was first through third grade. I grew fast, but anyway, I played it when I was little. It's kind of an exciting game. It's an interesting one because it ends in a tie often. About a third of the time, it ends in a tie, which is kind of cool. So, not quite what Yogi Berra said. You win some, you lose some, others get rained out. With soccer, it's you win some, you lose some. Sometimes there's ties. Ties are very rare in a lot of sports and are actually banned in some sports. Hockey, for instance, has scoring, much the same level of soccer. It's like 1 to 3 goals per team. But in hockey, it's sudden death. If there is no winner, they will play until there is a winner. Baseball is much the same thing. In baseball, they will play until there's a winner. I remember one time seeing the Red Sox play the Orioles, and it was 2 a.m. before we got out of the stadium. And it was like the 17th or 18th inning. And normally baseball goes 9 innings. And this one went for like 18, so it was like twice as long as a normal game. And everybody was tired. Everybody was tired. I mean, you could tell it on the field. If the batter didn't swing at the ball, it was going to be a ball because pitchers could not keep the ball over the plate because, here we had relief pitchers who normally pitch 3 innings and they were already on inning 8. And the batters were tired, which means the moment they got a piece of it, it just went into the upper deck. It's like, it's foul up. And the thing is with foul balls in baseball is the first 2 count as a strike. But if you're on 2 strikes, you can foul all night. And that's what these people did. I mean, it's like they hit the ball. There must have been 50 foul balls into the upper deck. I mean, it was just insane. But anyway, soccer, 90 minutes, 2 45-minute halves. 45 minutes, another 45 minutes. And the ref decides, they weren't really paying for all of those 45 minutes, so we'll give them an extra couple of minutes. So they have extra time, which is really confusing to me. And the extra time never really matches how much extra time was really needed because, they say 2 minutes, but it's probably more like 7 that were wasted. Because, it's like they stand around and they stare and they wait for people to get into position and then they maybe kick the ball back into play. Or, oh, yes, we're going to have a replacement player come in. It's like, okay, substitution. Okay, run all the way across the field slowly. Then, high five! I guess that's high 10. And then the other person slowly runs back into position. And that takes, a minute, maybe. And the umpire credits it with, like half a minute. Or, it's like, okay, throwing the ball. Catch the ball. It's like, okay, the ball's out of bounds. Okay, find which place I want to be. No, I don't want to actually throw the ball. I want my buddy to throw the ball. So he tosses the ball to the buddy. And the buddy's like, no, I want the third person to throw. And so the third person's there, ready to throw the ball in. Ready to throw the ball in. And he gets another couple of feet. And he backs up and he does a pump fake. And he throws it. And then they start playing again. And all of this time wasting happens. And it never gets credited. Or only a little bit of it gets credited, and I'm just wondering how much worse it would be if none of it did.
But still, it's about 2 hours no
It's about 2 hours no matter what. Because there's 45 minutes, 20-minute, 30-minute break, another 45 minutes. And anyway, so we are going to go see NYCFC play Columbus, Ohio, the Columbus Crew. And NYCFC isn't playing this match in their home stadium, which is Yankee Stadium, which is being used right now for baseball. So they're playing across the river in New Jersey at Red Bull Stadium, which is kind of the stadium of our rivals. So it's sort of a home match, but not really. But, I said Yankee Stadium. New York Yankees are part owner of NYCFC, and Yankees are my baseball team. And because it was the baseball team that my grandfather Pa followed, and so my mom followed the Yankees, and so I was like, okay, Yankees. And Yogi Berra, who you win some, you lose some, others get rained out, was a Yankee. And he was called Yogi because that was a name for Indian mystics. And he was wise, but he was wise in a very confusing way. And so he said things that, while accurate, are not entirely, don't entirely make sense. It's very kind of a Zen
you go
thing.
to everybody's funeral, so they go to yours.
Yes, he said you go to everyone's. If you don't go to anyone's funeral, they won't come to yours. 90% of the game is half mental, which is weird, but it means that 45% of the game is mental. So, Yogi Berra was kind of cool. But we're off to go see soccer.